Hello, I'm Xochitl Mora with the City of McAllen. Welcome to your McAllen Minutes. If you missed the McAllen City Commission meeting of October 9th, don't worry. Here's a brief recap of what was discussed. McAllen Mayor Pro Tem Omar Quintanilla called the McAllen City Commission meeting to order, and after the Pledge of Allegiance, District 1 Commissioner Tony Aguirre Jr. gave the invocation. The meeting began with a proclamation read by District 2 Commissioner Joaquin J.J. Zamora in honor of Down Syndrome Awareness Month. Joined by Deborah Tomei, president of the local Down syndrome chapter, and members of the organization, Zamora proudly proclaimed that there are more than 1,250 individuals with Down syndrome living in Hidalgo County. And while research and early intervention have resulted in dramatic improvements in the lifespan and potential of those who are affected, more efforts are needed to break down barriers and promote advocacy and access to resources for individuals with Down syndrome. Local organizations such as the Rio Grande Valley Down Syndrome Association, Easter Seals RGV, Capable Kids Foundation, and Special Olympics raise awareness and education and provide services and support for individuals with Down syndrome and their families throughout the Rio Grande Valley. People with Down syndrome possess a wide range of abilities and are active participants in educational, occupational, social, and recreational circles within the community. And individuals with Down syndrome should have an equal opportunity to chase their dreams, take pride in their achievements, and be included in their community and reach their fullest potential. District 1 Commissioner Aguirre was joined by Juan Francisco Ochoa and family to proclaim the day Taco Palenque Day in McAllen. The great story of Taco Palenque began on October 10, 1998, as a home-based business in McAllen, Texas, when the restaurant was founded by Mr. Ochoa, and Taco Palenque has remained a vital restaurant to the community it serves. Taco Palenque's commitment is to provide the best quality of food, best customer service, and treat everyone as a family member. And over the last 25 years, Taco Palenque has been steadfast in its dedication to the service of its customers and community. Congratulations, Ochoa family, and keep up serving that great food. District 4 Commissioner Rudy Castillo was joined by McAllen's Planning Director Edgar Garcia and his staff to proclaim October as Community Planning Month. Community planning and plans can help manage change in a way that provides better choices for how people work and live, and the full benefits of planning require public officials and citizens who understand, support, and demand excellence in planning and plan implementation. The celebration of National Community Planning Month gives us the opportunity to publicly recognize the participation and dedication of the members of planning commissions and other citizen planners who have contributed their time and expertise to the improvement of the City of McAllen. Keep up the great work, Edgar, and the entire McAllen Planning Department. Finally, District 6 Commissioner Pepe Cabeza de Vaca was joined by McAllen Fire Chief Juan Gloria, Sparky, and McAllen firefighters to proclaim Fire Prevention Week in McAllen. The City of McAllen is committed to ensuring the safety and security of all those living and visiting our great city. U.S. fire departments responded to 338,000 home fires in 2021 alone, resulting in 2,800 civilian deaths, making fires a serious public concern, both locally and nationally. 2 of every 5 home fires start in the kitchen, with 30% of those fires resulting from unattended cooking. McAllen's first responders are dedicated to reducing home fires and home fire injuries through prevention and protection education, and encourage people to check their kitchens for fire hazards, use safe cooking practices, be responsive to public education measures, and to take personal steps to increase their safety from fire, especially in their homes, and to ask everyone to keep the 2023 Fire Prevention Week theme, Cooking Safety Starts With You, in mind, as it effectively serves to remind everyone to stay alert and use caution when cooking to reduce the risk of kitchen fires. Under the consent agenda, commissioners authorized the acceptance of grant funds from NASA at My Library through a bilingual science kit, valued at $1,900 to be used for programming for the October 2023 and April 2024 solar eclipses. Commissioners authorized the submittal of a grant application to the Texas State Library and Archives Commission for funding under the fiscal year 2024 Family Place Library Expansion Grant Program, which encourages library branches to expand the programming and services of a family place library environment. McAllen's Palmview Library branch is eligible to apply and receive funding to support the implementation of the program, to fund 1 staff member training, and to acquire reimbursement funds of up to $6,000 for materials to create the family space and learning environment. If approved, no local match is required. Commissioners authorize the submittal of a grant application to the Department of Commerce for funding under the FY 2023 EDA Public Works and Economic Adjustment Assistance Programs. If approved, the grant in the amount of $30 million is to be utilized for water and sewer system improvements, the creation or expansion of industrial parks, the construction or upgrading of public infrastructure, and other economic activities. A local match of 40% will be required if awarded. Commissioners authorize the submission of a grant application to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency for funding under the Office of Environmental Education for McAllen Public Works in partnership with Keep McAllen Beautiful. The grant, if awarded, is in the amount of $100,000 to support locally focused environmental education projects that promote environmental stewardship and help develop knowledgeable and responsible students, teachers, and community members. A local match of 25% will be required if the grant is awarded. Commissioners authorized a grant application submittal to the National Endowment for the Humanities from McAllen Public Works Department. The grant, in the amount of $150,000, will be utilized for humanistic research that explores the relationships between technology, health, social interactions, government, the environment, and other aspects of life. No local match will be required. Commissioners authorized amending Resolution Number 2023-08 for a grant application to the Office of the Governor Public Safety Office Criminal Justice Division for the Texas Anti-Gang Program. The update changes the requested amount from $600,000 to $2 million. Commissioners authorized amending Resolution Number 2022-48 for a grant application to the Office of the Governor Homeland Security Grant Division for the Local Border Security Program. The requested grant amount is for $10,000 for overtime work for transnational gang crime control initiatives. Commissioners authorized a grant application to the Federal Transit Administration Transit-Oriented Developmental Planning Funds, which helps local communities integrate land use and transportation planning. The City of McAllen is currently engaged in planning for a new bus rapid transit corridor, which will examine ways to improve economic development and ridership, foster multimodal connectivity and accessibility, improve transit access for pedestrian and bicycle traffic, engage the private sector, identify infrastructure needs, encourage affordable housing, and enable mixed-use development near transit stations. Commissioners encouraged everyone in McAllen and Hidalgo County to go vote in favor of the proposition, which would provide for a cost of living adjustment to pensions provided by the Teacher Retirement System of Texas. Commissioners authorized the following co-op purchases: 3 sets of rescue airbags and related accessories for the McAllen Fire Department in the amount of $76,161, utilizing CDBG funds. A purchase contract to Doggett Heavy Machinery of San Juan for 2 current model front-end loaders for $505,396.30. Under bids and contracts, Commissioners approved a memorandum of understanding between the City of McAllen and South Texas College for cooperation in relations to firefighter-related training, resource sharing, and issuance of continuing education credits when applicable. Commissioners approved the cost of relocating and upgrading the Easy Cross Lane reader at McAllen Hidalgo International Bridge for a cost of $60,354.04. Commissioners approved a contract with Municipal Parking Services for parking enforcement technology in downtown McAllen. The pilot program is a no-cost solution to the city, where the vendor will take 40% of the citation amount. The pilot program is for 6 months, after which the city can renew for 2 additional 1-year terms. Commissioners approved an award of contract to RGV Industrial Machine Shop and Pumps of Elsa, Texas, in the amount of $199,718 for upgrades to an existing stormwater pump station and provisions for auxiliary power in the case of an outage. The contract time is not to exceed 200 calendar days. Commissioners approved an update to the Emergency Medical Service Ordinance to have the officially contracted ambulance service contractor be the sole provider within McAllen's jurisdiction for 911 emergency calls. Commissioners approved a budget amendment in the amount of $1,800,000 for emergency medical services for Lone Star EMS to cover the agreed-upon cost of services in the amendment entered to on September 12, 2023. Under the City Manager's report, Assistant City Manager and Emergency Operations Coordinator Mr. Jeff Johnston gave an update on the number of migrant asylum seekers being brought by Border Patrol to the Catholic Charities Respite Center. Johnston updated the community on the rapidly rising number of immigrants being received. For the week of September 21st through 27th, 5,424 immigrants were dropped off, up from the previous week where 4,318 immigrants were dropped off. The COVID positivity rate of 5.5% is up from the previous week of 3.9%. Ansalduas Park remains operational with ability to operate at capacity of 2,000 if necessary. Currently, just over 200 individuals stay overnight at the park per week. Because of the high numbers of migrant asylum seekers, Catholic Charities requested the Texas Division of Emergency Management buses provided by the state of Texas. 10 buses were utilized to transport migrants to their final destinations. EOC staff remains in contract with Border Patrol and all federal, state, and local partners assisting in the effort to receive and process the immigrant asylum seekers in anticipation of unexpected changes to the present status. We hope you enjoyed this recap of your McAllen City Commission meeting. Meetings are set for the second and fourth Monday of each month. We also air the entire meeting on the McAllen Cable Network Spectrum 1300 on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. For the City of McAllen, I'm Xochitl Mora.